Dad, we got this.
We got this.
Come check out the town, okay?
We got this. We got this.
Life is for living.
We got this.
Let's partner for all of it. Edward Jones. This bite
Hey, hello, beautiful people. What's going on? Guys, I'm going live in 2 hours, but I'm really testing out a new app I'm using. So I appreciate you guys here. How you guys doing? I truly appreciate you guys here. But I'm definitely gonna be going live. Hey, hi, Lascious Johnny. Hi, Fifi Junior. Hi, Fifi Johnny. GT Junior. Chip or treat firearm. Yes, guys, I will definitely be going live in 2 hours, but I'm just testing a new app I'm trying to use here. So, but I'm definitely gonna be in 2 hours. I hope you guys having a wonderful day, and guys, please come back in 2 hours. Maybe we could just chat for a minute, but I definitely gonna be back in 2 hours. Hey, GT Junior, hi Fifi Johnny, Lascious Johnny, Chip or treat firearm and defense. How you guys doing? I hope you guys doing wonderful today. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one of you. I hope you guys having an awesome day. All right. Hey, GT Junior, you going to work? All right. If you're going to work, you have a blessed day. Yes, you have a blessed day if you're going to work. I don't know. Maybe I should just start the live. You guys hearing me good? If you guys hearing me, maybe I should just continue the live. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Could you all give me a few minutes and let me put it together, and then we just continue with the live? Just a few minutes. All right. Okay. All right, guys, you guys hearing me? Yes, guys, I was now doing some exercising. I was now on my I was now doing some exercising. I was now on my treadmill doing some exercising. Because you know, eating healthy is one thing, but exercising means a lot as well. My plan was to come on like in 2 hours, but you guys are here, so it didn't make sense I go nowhere. You know, I just want to shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to all the winners on my seed giveaway. Shout out to you guys. I'm going to be posting everything on Monday. Yes, I don't get everything together, so I'm going to be posting them on Monday. So shout out to each and every one of you who participate. You guys was awesome. Everything was just going awesome. I'm so grateful for you guys, even to take the time out to spend that time with me. I'm so grateful. Yes. So how are you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing wonderful. Let me see who's here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Hey, G Mama Grows, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Yes, guys, today, you know, I like to choose different topics. You know, I honestly, I really like to motivate people however I can. You know, you can't motivate everyone. But whatever you say can touch. Sometimes you can touch people, and that's really could help a person in life. And I hope you guys following Lascious and doing that hot water and morning, because that's something I used to use and still using on a regular. Hot water really help. Just do your research on it. Hot water really helps with your cleaning your arteries. I mean, you guys know how hot water operates. So it really helps. So don't forget to follow her on that, because it's help. Sometimes, guys, sometimes on morning, as soon after you drink that hot water, you straight to the bathroom. Yes, sometimes. So sometimes if you might be, if you have a situation where you feel you're not using the bathroom as much as you like, sometimes hot water can help. But guys, you know how we do it. Do your own research and try figure out these things for yourself. We only could bring the message across. We only could bring the message across is you to do your own research and apply them. But I know, yes. Wait a minute, yes. Yes, guys, it helps take you straight to the bathroom sometimes, the first thing. Because, listen to me, you got to remember, guys, so to motivate me to do better, plant a garden, in learning so much from you. Oh, yes. This is what I'm really about, because I like to, whatever I talk about, I have to know what I'm talking about. I don't want to just talk because I can talk. Whatever I say is because I know about it. Yes, because let me tell you something. Try not to eat too late at night. And with me, what I do as well, I drink some hot water at night as well. Because, you know, sometimes you eat and thing might be lingering. Thing might be lingering where the food goes down. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you go and lie down with all that still stuck where it is, a hot cup of water can bring it down to your stomach and let the acid in your stomach do its work. Then in the morning you get up and you hit another cup of water. Guys, do your own research. I'm talking from my experience, okay? You hit another cup of water and you go into the bathroom. So all that hot water rush down in the night, and then you hit the other cup of water, you just push it out. So yes, so to me, I think hot water is very important for us to take. And hey, hi Papa Farm, how you doing? And sometimes you could add other things, guys. You could add hot water. You could add with lemon. That help as well. There's a leaf that I always tell you guys about, named Shisho, S-H-I-S-O. That's a very good leaf. That's a very good bush. That bush can help clean you out as well. But like we say, guys, do your own research. Guys, don't forget to drop. The only thing with this is not allowing me to bring up on the screen. That's why I was testing it out. Yes, so it's very important, guys. It's for your own health, so you should do your own research. You want to live a healthy life, especially you getting older. You want to make sure that you always cleanse your body. You always cleanse your body. I really want to be better person and feel my best. I didn't know all this. I'm learning every day. I'm so hungry for knowledge. All right, all right. Chamomile tea calms the blood for those with hyper. Okay, that's awesome. Or sorry, I can't put that on. Put what you guys saying on the screen. I mentioned drinking hot water and folks think I'm really? Man, that's the thing. That's it. Jim, are you serious? That's the thing. We lack of knowledge, and because we lack of knowledge, we're getting sick every day. Because some of these foods we eat help destroy our organs. I like my tea at my time. All right, all right. This is what I'm talking about, guys. It's really good to take care of your body. You know? Hey, Tory Brain Game, how you doing? Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. For the past 15 years, I has transformed my diet into eating my own food. Eating what I grow. This is why I try to grow food the natural way, because I need what the plant can give me. Not just I'm eating food. I want to live. I want to eat to live, not just live to eat and just eating because I feel like eating. No. I try to pay attention and watch what I put in my stomach. I ain't feel no different than when I was 20 years old. I ain't feel any difference than when I was 20 years old. I can jump out my bed the same way. I can run. I can exercise. I can do just like when I was 20 years old. We got to understand this, guys. We got to understand this. When you're young, there's a lot of things you can't do. And when you get older, you cannot do them. Especially if you ain't take care of your body, your bones. Your bones is very important. So if you're not taking care of your body, when you get older, your job become twice time harder. Because now you still got to try walk to maintain your lifestyle. You still got to try walk to maintain your health. So sometimes we ignore these things and we pay it in the long run, because it's definitely gonna catch up to us. It will catch up to us. It definitely will catch up to us. So now information is everywhere, guys. Information is everywhere. You on your phone most of the time, guys. You on your phone most of the time. Spend some time in doing research. Spend some time in research. All right, let me go in the chat for a minute. Okay, I mentioned, all right, I lied. That was, we know, in the Caribbean. Hot water, exactly. Yes. I trouble with constipation all my life, and ever since I changed my lifestyle, I'm heading from that now. I'm going every day to, oh wow. Oh wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Which you're supposed to go every day. If you're not, guys, to me, I don't like to talk and make other people get mad. But that's why I reform to myself. To me, I believe you should go to the bathroom every day. Even as one time for the day. I believe that. Because just sometimes, and you know what, guys? Let me tell you this. It might sound crazy, but let me tell you guys this. If you, yes, Fifi Johnny, if you could do it twice a day, that's awesome as well. If you could do 3 times. But I'm just breaking it down to at least 1. If you're not doing it once a day, you need to do something. Something is definitely wrong if you're not going to the bathroom once a day. You could be poisoning your system. You could be having organs inside you not working properly. You see what I'm saying? You could be, you could be messing up yourself. So figure out what's work for you. Figure out. Do research. Listen to what people say work for them. Natural remedy. Not too much of the, Natural remedy. Look and do your research and figure out what work for you. If you're using hot water, at least no chemical add to that. That's so if you're using hot water and it working for you, like Jimama mentioned, Jimama say when she now start, it was really difficult to drink hot water, and she right. It was. But when you continue, it really helps. It really become like regular. Yes, indeed. That's great, Lashes. Yes, sis. I didn't know. These are the things that we have to talk about. We need to educate each other about health habits. Yes, I agree with that, Fifi Johnny. If pap is still there, it's bad for your colon. Yeah, I agree. And the organs cause popping is definitely. If it's there. This is why, guys, you also supposed to do a cleaning out. Like back home, what we used to do, we used to drink bitters. We have our time when they're gonna give you bitters to drink. Something bitter, real bitter that you don't like. Sometimes you want to spit it out, but they will explain to you how important it is. Bitters is something that help clean your system. Do your own research, guys. I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing information from what I experience. I'm not sure how it's going to work for you, so please do your research or speak to your doctor. Okay? We no doctor here. We're not giving medical advice. We're just sharing some information that I want each and every one who ever come to my life to always do research, because this is how we get educated, this is how we get smart, this is how we know things. Always do research. If I bring a plant, do your research on it. Like on my last live, guys, I bring a plant. And guys, I hope you guys doing all the research on this plant. Rooter. I hope you guys doing all the research on this plant. Because this is a plant I knew for a long time. And was looking for it, but just couldn't find it. Finally run into it. So please, check it out, guys. Please do that. My mom gave us warm bush to deworm us. Also, we were always healthy. I mean, think about it. Think about it, guys. As Fifi Johnny now mentioned, when we was growing up, we was healthy people. And we used to do a lot of walking. Like for go to school, you might gotta walk a mile for go to school, and then you go in hills. It's not just walking a flat road. You going up hills, you going down hills. So we were always exercising, burning out these calories, even though we used to eat meat at those times. But there's times they always take to say, okay, time for us to get a clean out. There's a lot of bush that can clean out your system. Lots of bush. I'm trying to get someone to send some name for me of these bush that we used to be using. Because who knows? These bush used to have these people healthy. People 90 years of age. And walking up and down the road with water on their head. 90 years of age. And was doing all these work. You wouldn't even know they're 90. These days you 30, 40 and your bones hurting you. Your shoulder, your foot. All over hurting you. And I do believe it have a lot to do with the food that we eat. And then sometimes, I'm going to tell you guys something again. Even though you use in the bathroom, remember, not everything does come out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't everything does come out. So, in that case, if everything not coming out, you now have to flush out that system. You now have to flush out your system and get the rest of that out. Something that can really help is the hot water in the morning. And also you could drink it with some lemon juice, some lemon, fresh lemon. Lime, you could use lime too. Fresh lime, that can really help you. Okay. Yep, our gut is our second brain. What we put in our gut affect our mood and attitude. Gut health is vital. Please research is the key. Thank you for that, Tory Brains. Thank you for that, Tory Brain Games. Yes, what we put in our stomach means a lot to our whole body. And then, by not flushing your system, this is what causes disease, a lot of disease. Because sometimes the food we eating is not even as healthy as it should be. But get what? It's in our stomach. Because we're not using the bathroom every day and we're not flushing out our system. So that food that ain't even good for you, inside you, messing with your organs. Okay? Okay. Let's go. Okay, last just said true I was in pain. Yes. Trust me. A lot of young people is in pain, back pain, the knee hurting them. And sometimes, guys, let me see. Watermute is the name of the one we took growing up. Okay. I research more wood as a bitter herb since I've got it growing. All right, Jimama. Research, man. Research is the key. We also use something called sweet grass. So, you know what? We might be calling it different name, but it's the same bush you're talking about. Look up vermifuge. It grows here while in the north. Okay, all right. Thank you for that. Fifi's journey. Thank you for that. That's what I like, man. Information and everybody able to share some information. That means a lot to me because I'm learning as well. We all learning. We all trying to educate people. We all trying to open people's eyes. But we only could do to a certain degree. You got to take it up on your own and do the rest because we just sharing. Okay, let me see. Yes, Tori, definitely correct. Yes, there are actually hormones in our gut. They affect our mood. Some food conflict with the hormones in definitely. And this is exactly what I'm talking about eating healthy and the food you grow. If you growing your own food, why wouldn't you grow it the right way? Why would you add all these things to your food when you know? Some people don't know. The honest truth, some people really don't know. Some people believe you got to add, if you don't add this to your food, you're not growing food. This is why in my videos, I go through details. I show you guys everything about my garden. I don't hide anything about my garden. This is why I'm able to post so much videos so often. Because I don't hide anything. I give you guys from the prepping of the soil, how I prep the raised bed, what I use, the whole 9 yards. Because I believe if a person growing their own food, you're not growing food to sell to the mass. Who growing food to sell to the mass and everybody? They got to do what they got to do, because to maintain that, they surely will have to do what they got to do. Okay, but for you who doing your little garden in your backyard or wherever, why would you add these things when you don't have to? Whatever we feed our plants with is what the plant's gonna give back to you. The same food you feed your plant with is the same food the plant giving back to you. So grow natural food, your herbs, grow them natural. Don't add nothing to them. Just let them grow. And let them produce, because at the end of the day, you looking to become healthy. Because you getting older. You getting older. And when you getting older, you can't run as you used to, which I feel like I'm still running the same way I used to. Because I do a lot of walking, I do a lot of exercise. Sometimes in the winter, if you don't feel like go outside, I have my treadmill and my elliptical that I go and put in the walk. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to keep that blood pumping. So say for instance, guys, you don't want to get up in the morning like Lascious John. You see Lascious John, he get up, and you guys don't understand. I know you guys understand the benefit of getting up early in the morning and walk. That's good. That's wonderful. But say for instance, you don't feel like doing that. You don't feel like getting up, or your neighborhood, you mightn't like the neighborhood you in, you feel like getting up on morning to go and walk. So what you do? Invest in a treadmill. It's in your house. And please do not have it and make it become what we call them again, an ornament in your house. Because a lot of us buy them and they're just holding up space. Don't do that. If you buy it, use it. Even if it's once a week, please use it. Okay. Wonderful life, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot of educated people do step in this life. I truly appreciate you. And I realize everyone is willing to work on their health. Even though it's just even though you don't have a problem, still work on your health, because you're getting older. Your bones them. Sometimes guys, if you have a knee problem, sometimes you have a knee problem and you might tell yourself you have arthritis or whatever it name. You might feel like, oh, I got arthritis in my knee, and you give up. You give up, and all you do, you suffering from this. All right, welcome back, GT Junior. You suffering from this knee you might have or whatever. Don't you know, guys, sometimes the cartilage between your knee sometimes does basically melt away or whatever. But it does remove. So what has happened sometimes, the bone is rubbing on each other. So no cartilage between it that, keep it oily and make it able to rub without any pain. Sometimes it's the bone rubbing on each other. And a natural way to get rid of that is by exercising. Yes, it's by exercising. Exercising, running, walking will build that back. Sometimes we live on medicine trying to kill the pain. We cannot just kill the pain. We got to kill the situation. Solve the problem. So exercising can help build back the cartilage. Sometimes it's just that's the problem. And you believe you have arthritis when all you need to do is exercise. But guys, remember, do your own research, speak to your doctor. I'm only sharing this information because I believe I have lots of experience with it. Okay? Dealing with people, speaking to people who have situation. Because believe it or not, a lot of people ask me a lot of questions, because just like how I'm talking to you guys about health situation, health is the same conversation I have with others. Same kind of conversation, health. Someone might have a situation with their feet. Then sometimes I give them pepper bush. I give them pepper bush. Let me tell you guys about, okay, let me go in the chat then. We're going to talk about some remedies that we used to use growing up. Okay. Where did I end? Okay. We also use something called sweetgrass. Okay. Look up. Alright. I was there already. Okay. Okay. Wonderful life, guys. That's why I have all these leaky gut sickness. Yeah, you see, I'm sorry to hear that, Lashes, but if you didn't know what you know today, you would have never, you wouldn't, you understand? And it's not medicine and pills. It's food, the food you got to be eating that can help. You know what I'm saying? But you doing good. Just keep doing. Please do not stop. You're doing an amazing job. Continue do what you're doing. This is a good discussion, much needed. Thank you, Tory Brain Game. Appreciate it. You look healthy and fit. Plant a garden. You look really young and fresh, man. Yes. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Because, guys, thank you for that compliment. But 15 years ago, I decided to stop eating anything. Meat. Well, I was eating fish, but I also cut fish out. So no meat, no fish. And don't bother with no one telling you that you have to eat meat to get protein. You could get protein in beans. You could get protein in other things. Do your own research and figure out these things. Anything that stays in my stomach for too long, I don't want them in my stomach. Okay, you have that stamina over there in your garden. Yeah. Thank you. I try. Listen to me. I keep going, man. I could run. I can. Because I try to eat healthy, guy. And if I put on 20 pounds, I know how to take it off. I know how to take off that pounds. But discipline. You got to discipline yourself. You know, some people tell you, oh, you have to discipline because they're looking at it as, oh, you got to discipline yourself because you're too rude and disrespect. That's not the only form you're supposed to discipline yourself. You're supposed to discipline yourself in what you eat and be strong. Sometimes it can be very weak. You can be very weak, but the mind, you got to take it to the mind because the mind is strong. The flesh is what weak, but the spirit is strong. Your flesh. So sometimes you got to get out that flesh situation and get up in your head into the mind. And that's how you overpower things. You got to understand, when you dwelling in the flesh, you limit yourself to a lot of things. You become weak. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You start doubting yourself before you begin. You ain't start yet, but you already doubting yourself. That's a problem. And we got to get out of these things, guys. That's why we have all the, okay. This is a good, okay, thank you. Okay. All right, Fifi Jordy. That's exactly what I was going to talk about. Thank you. That's what I like. People in the chat, sharing information like crazy as well. Man, this is awesome. Because I know I was going to talk about pepper leaf. Because guys, as you can see, you know I grow a lot of peppers. You know that for sure. I grow a lot of peppers. So a lot of those pepper leaf, I have my people that I pick pepper leaf for. Once, they just be calling me. I'm like the guy, you guys don't understand. I'm not boasting here, guys. I'm not boasting. But I'm the guy that people call. Man, my knees hurting me, or, I have back pain. And, and from what I learned from my grandmother, I grab some leaf. I might tell them, wrap this around your stomach, around your back. Pepper leaf, awesome. This pepper you grow, hot pepper that you grow, the leaf, very valuable, guys. The leaf, very valuable. I believe everything you grow, the leaf have its benefit. But pepper leaf, what they used to do, they used to like wrap it around, like you have a swelling. Say for instance, your foot swell or your arm swell or whatever swell. What they're going to do, they're going to take pepper leaf and wrap it around it tight and just leave it there. That pepper leaf supposed to draw out all the information. Because most of the time, is when you get swelling, a lot of times it comes from information. A lot of times it comes from information. Information, mucus, these are things you need to get out of your body. Yeah, out of your body. Pepper leaf does an amazing job. I've seen it because, like I said, guys, I used to be around old people. When I say old people, older people. I used to love to be around them because I always willing to learn. And if you used to see look at me, sit down with these older people and they're talking and I laugh, I'm listening. You know what I mean? I'm just listening. And at a point in time, they realize, man, this damn boy, he always sitting and just listening till they start to speak to me one-on-one, like having the conversation with me now. So I have grew up between them and I've learned a lot. So these things I'm talking about is what they used to do in those times. Now is a whole different ball game, guys. It's a whole different ball game. Now you could use pills, you could use whatever. You understand? But there's always remedy, sometimes right in your backyard. Sometimes you have the remedy for yourself right in your backyard and you have no idea. Okay, let's go back in the chat. Warm pepper leaf dry. Oh, yes, definitely. I was getting fat and sick. Thank God for showing me the light. Definitely. I was eating myself to the grave. Wow. Wow. Well, at least you know better now. Yes, you can make a politic with it. Yes. Yes, guys, so it's always when come on educating ourselves. And guys, one thing I want us to get out of, not because a person didn't went to school for these things, meaning they cannot tell you about it. Nothing is better than when you see it for yourself and you use it for yourself and you see it actually work for people. Nothing is better than that. So don't get fooled and believe you need paperwork to tell you what is the benefit of some herbs that your grandmother healed people with. And remedy that your grandparents and your uncle and the neighborhood used to heal people with. We've been lost from these things. So now we have to figure out what we're gonna do. Okay, welcome the Moya's Way. How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Okay, let me see. Onion also good to draw out information from abscess and balls also. All this was our normal way of life back home. Yes, that's true. Even fever. Onion. Let me tell you how they used to draw fever out of us as well. What they used to do, they used to use onion, put it in your socks, and put it under your feet. Yes, they used to put the onion in your socks and put it on, and the onion is under your feet. So that used to help draw the fever out of you. Good morning. Happy Saturday to you too. All right. Yes, so it's a lot of bush. I know we used to use for even banana leaf. They used to use banana leaf for help like back pain. Like you have back pain, they used to wrap, like put a grease. We have a grease they used to call soft grease. Yes, soft, a white grease. I don't know if you know about that Fifi draw on your lashes. It's like a stick of, and you could mash it and you could grease. You could rub your back, you know. They used to use that, and they used to wrap that around with banana leaf to help ease back pain. Because you know, in these days, you see, that's the thing. People get too comfortable now. Right? People get too comfortable now. People get too, that is just no more remedy. It's just, let's go to the, and do some prescription for us. No more natural remedy. When you don't have options, you use what you got, what you have to use. Once you don't have options, you use whatever you have. Once you don't have option, you use what, and that's what these people used to be doing. They used to use whatever they have. That's why they're so educated and smart. Because all these herbs lying around everywhere that we look in today as weed, these people, none. There was herbs and the benefit of them. So we just got to get out of the comfort zone. And if we're willing to get healthy, it's up to us. Yes, it's like a candle. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's the same thing, Fifi Johnny. It's a white, yes, it's white. Look, just like a candle. GT Junior, you want to know about the back pain remedy. Well, like I saying, brother, I only could tell you what I see they used to use in the old time. But if you could get banana leaf, like the green banana leaf, I'm not sure if you can get that grease they used to have. But it's a white grease, we used to call it soft grease. You could have thing it's just like a candle, but you could have thing it and mash it up in your hand and use it and rub the back. So maybe you could find something else that you can use and wrap the banana leaf around you and tie it and keep it there. Maybe you could go to sleep with it. Okay? Maybe that could help. But that was something they used to use as well. And the next thing as well, sometimes back pain. Okay guys, I'm not a doctor, I'm just just giving, thing I see people do and ideas, okay? But sometimes in your back, the same cartilage I was telling you about in your knee, sometimes this, not cartilage, this. Sometimes your disc can slip. Your disc in your back can slip, and that same problem I tell you with your knee and the cartilage in your knee, sometimes the two bones start rubbing on each other. Because when you look at if you look at your back, you mightn't see it through your back, but if you're looking at it through the skeleton area, where you see the bone, that bone, your spinal cord, where it run go down there, there's some disc between the joint them like. And once you don't have that disc between, then this come down, slip this. The disc could slip, or the disc could even slip. And because of this slip, you start getting back pain. This is why a lot of people do back surgery, because sometimes that disc is slip and it's only pain in them. All they feeling is pain. So because of that, a lot of people they might get recommended that, oh, you need a surgery, and you might just got to do that. Some people. Okay? But we got to start educating ourselves more about these things and know what we can use naturally to bring back, or how we got to wrap our body. Maybe we could wrap our body a certain way, and it could bring things back in place. Lifting heavy stuff, guys. Lifting heavy stuff. I always recommend put a brace around your back. And if you lifting heavy stuff, you never stand up straight with your 2 feet close to each other and try to lift anything. You always place your feet apart and lift. So the weight is going in your leg, not your back. You do not want back problem, guys. You don't want back problem. It's one of the worst things you could have. Remember, your back hold you up when you're walking. Remember, your back hold you up when you're sitting. So that's how important it is. So just be careful and mindful of these things. Okay? You lifting stuff, be mindful, because sometimes we don't even be mindful. We just, okay, let me lift up this, and we're not even thinking. No, think first. Open the legs, set the legs apart, then you go down and you lift. So your back is not feeling that pressure, your leg is what feeling it. Okay? So for back pain, maybe the older people used to do it. They used to wrap a damn cloth around your back. Rub it and wrap a cloth. Rub banana leaf. Sometimes what they do to hold a banana leaf, okay, what they used to do with the banana leaf, they used to wrap the banana leaf, then they come with a cloth over it and tie it, so the cloth gonna hold the banana leaf. Okay? Alright, let me go back in the chat for a minute. Fresh lime June bath cuts fever too. Alright, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I wanted to know. Okay. Soft grease, we call it. Okay, alright. I think it's the same thing. Yes. Moyas with great information. Okay. Jimama groans. Maybe coconut oil can work. You know what, Jimama? That's you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We all here, and we all just, we come up with things. This is how we educate ourselves and know things. Coconut oil maybe can do the same job, because when you tin up the grease, it become like oil. Once it melt, it become like oil. Thank you for that, G-Mama. Okay, Fifi Johnny. Back surgery ain't easy. Avoid it all costs. It's necessary see enough in my line of work. Alright, so alright. Here we get it. Avoid back surgery. Avoid it. So what we do? Protect ourselves. Watch how we lift weight. Watch, be careful we fall. Be careful. Many different things, guys. Just be careful. The thing about it is sometimes we just got to be mindful of what we're doing. And a lot of times we don't be mindful. We just do stuff without even thinking about consequences, because consequences can make you do things, can make you think. Because what's going to happen now, you're going to say, damn, no, I can't lift this way, because if I do, I might hurt my back. So sometimes you got to think about the consequence that can happen. And also when you're eating, think about the greasy food. Think about the greasy food. Say, damn, if I keep eating this greasy, just think about it. Think about it for a moment. Damn, if I keep eating this greasy food, maybe it might help clog my arteries. Maybe it might help give me diabetes. So when you start thinking about consequence and what can happen, that can make you start backing off. But if you're not thinking, you just eating greasy food, you eat whatever, you just eating, then the consequence gonna appear one day. And then that's when you start thinking, when it's appear. But if we think, if we be aware of consequences, okay, let me just like you know, if you go in a store and steal something, the consequences, you could get arrested, right? So now you think, oh hell no, I'm not going in the store and take nothing, because I could. That's the same energy you got to put to what you eat. Same energy you got to put to what you eat, and you could start see result. Because a lot of times things don't happen overnight. Some of us can say, I'm not eating no more meat from today, and never put meat to our mouth again. But how many people could do that? Some people could say that, and the next day they start eating meat. So we got to think about the consequences, and that can help us sometimes. Okay. Spreading your legs and bend the knees when lifting while keeping your back straight, and use a pillow between your knees when you're sleeping on your side and behind your knees when on. All right, thank you so much for that, Fifi Johnny. Thank you so much for that. Sorry I can't put it on the screen. This app I'm using is, I can't put it on the screen, but that's some serious information right there. Thank you so much for that. And you guys, don't forget to hit the like button. All right, I appreciate you guys. Because you know what, guys? We might be here right now. We might be here right now and we're talking. We're having this conversation, but we might not understand how valuable these information be to certain people. To some people, this is valuable information, because you know, a lot of people do not even get the chance to hear these things. A lot of people grow up, never even know how herb look, how a herb plant look. A lot of people grow up, don't even know how a tomato tree looking, never see one, never touch one. So by we having these conversations could definitely touch life. And me, I personally, I don't mind, because my thing is about promoting healthy living. Healthy living, eating off your land, survival skill, how you gonna survive. This is what I'm about. Helping people. If you don't know yourself, guys, if you don't know yourself, you have no family. If you have no family, you have no community. I just want you to think about that. It might sound kind of awkward, but think about that. You have to know yourself. Why should be somebody else telling you about yourself? You the one supposed to know yourself. No one should have to tell you about yourself. And sometimes you do feel when certain thing is coming on you. Because your body gives signal. Your body gives signal when something is about to happen. It do. Your body don't just break down. Like just break down like that. It always gives signal. But sometimes we're too busy to realize our body is giving signal and telling us we got to do things different. Maybe we need to exercise a little more. Maybe we need to change our diet. Let me tell you something, what I see used to happen in the old time, right? Let me tell you what I see used to happen. The old guys, right? 90 years old. And they're pumping it going in the mountain. They're pumping it going, walking all these hills going in the mountain. And people telling them, oh, why you don't stop? You getting older now. You should relax yourself now. And some of them will say, nope, not stopping. This is what I like to do, and I'm going to do it. And they will continue. And then some of them might listen to people, and by listening to people, what I notice start happening, they start getting sick. Because they're old. There's old people, and the body now start coming down. Not that they're not eating healthy, but guess what? The exercising. So this is why I'm telling you guys, it's not about just eating healthy. We also need to exercise. Because you see, this is how much I used to observe things from a little boy. This is how much I used to observe things. Because I see, from the time they start go to mountain, they start getting sick. Because now they just home sit down in their porch and they just, watching outside. Hey, how you doing? And when people pass, hello, they just sit in their porch. But a few months ago, they used to walk 1.5 miles go in the mountain and 1.5 miles go back. And they was doing pretty well. So that's how exercising helps, especially when we're getting older. All right? Especially when we're getting older, guys. Great information, guys. True planter. Thank you. Thank you. Also, when our body speak to us, we better listen. Definitely. Definitely. Yes. 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 And you see, this is why I use these things from and I learn from them. Because I as a guy who observe. I observe and I pay attention. This is why I learn. This is why in my garden produce so much, because I've been watching, learning, and still learning up to today. Because I study all the plants. I study every plant in my garden. Every one of them. I pay attention to, I see how they grow. I see what they like. I see what they don't like. Every one of them. It might sound crazy, but it's the truth. That's how I used to do from a young boy growing up. So as soon as they stop walking that 1.5 miles, go to mountain, plow the land, change the animal, as soon as they stop doing that, the sickness come by, and not long after, as Fifi John is now state, they're dead. So what I get from that, or what you guys get from that, I know what I get from it. But what you guys get from that, what you guys get from that, as soon as they stop going, walking the 1.5 miles, plowing the land, changing the animal, they get sick, not too long after die. It clearly tells me something. So this is how I see the importance of exercising. So if you could buy a jeans pants for $1,000, guys, or a bag for $3,000, $5,000, you could buy a elliptical if you don't want to go outside. And put it in a corner if you have the space. So you could exercise when needed. Okay? So I don't want to get you guys bored about the health thing, because people get offended when you talk about health sometimes, which is crazy to me. I know some people they just get offended when you know, because okay, to them it might look like they might have a little weight. You know, like, you know, people, you know, we got to stop get emotional, especially when we get information that benefit. We get too emotional and believe that people is talking about you directly. No, they ain't talking about you. They're telling you how you can help your own self. So someone might have a little weight on them, and then you might talk, you know, well, you know, certain food, and if you stay away from, and this, it start getting to their head now, they start to get offensive. Oh, don't tell me what to eat. I eat what I want to eat. So sometimes I really don't want to have this conversation with certain people, because I don't know, people get offensive when you're trying to talk these things. They can also find them on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace for free. All right, they will be okay. Yes, so to me, what I gain, the knowledge I gain from growing up, I try to apply them, because I realize people used to be living 90 and 110, and 120, and people barely could scrape over 70 years this time. You're lucky if you scrape over 70. So that's how it seems. So I tell myself 15 years ago, nothing wrong with me. I didn't wait till stuff started happening to me to say, all right, I'm going to do this. I tell myself, I'm going to do this before your body start breaking down on you. I'm gonna grow what I eat. I'm gonna stop eating meat. I'm not putting no form of chemical around my food. And I'm gonna try to grow as much as I can. That we have enough to eat. And that helps. I really believe it helps, because like I said, I could run like I was 25 years old. I could stand long as the elliptical like I was 25 years old. So I'm not telling, guys, you know me already. I always mention, I'm not telling you how to live your life. You just live your life what works for you. But if you're looking for a great result, there's always things you got to do. In whatever you do in life, yes, I do. I have lemon tree and lime tree. Yeah, I have lemon tree and lime tree. I'm growing them as well, which I'm trying to expand for the new year. For spring, I'm trying to expand and plant a lot of different fruit trees. I try to plant a little of everything. Honestly, you guys don't see half the thing I plant, because I have another place where I plant where I don't really record. But I do plant a lot of things, a lot of different things. Because to me, growing your own food, man, it means a lot. Oh, okay. Oh, you have a few. Okay. It's got you. And Fifi Johnny, I see you doing awesome over there too, man. You doing a wonderful job over there. You putting in the work. I didn't even know you plant so much trees. I didn't even know you plant so much pepper cheese, for real. Yes. And I got to give Lassus Johnny props as well. Why I got to give she props? Because she grow, her soil is basically sand. And she add like compost and thing to it. So, and she getting food. So you got to give people props for when they put in the work. I mean, growing food and your soil is sand, and all you could do is add and mix up and you growing food. That's awesome. You got to do what you got to do. Like, guys, I know not everyone have the access to go in the bushes and gather leaves and rotten tree trunk. So just use whatever you can. I'm not telling you, oh, you have to use what I'm using. It's right. I could just walk through the bush and find it. But not everybody have access to that easy. So just use whatever you have. Just grow your food. Try to grow it the natural way, guys. Don't put no chemical around your herbs, guys. Even though they're not growing as fast as you want them, don't. Remember, your herbs is the healing. The herbs, it will heal your body. So you want everything possible you could get out your herbs. Everything. Okay? Let me see. Two plant. They will be okay. You're welcome. I have a few tropical that I'm excited about. I'm making a video about it and how I overwinter them. Oh, that's awesome, Fifi Johnny. You know, I have some banana tree. I have a dwarf banana and I have another one. If you see the tall, this tree is so tall, and the dwarf banana is so tall. I'm saying, damn, you really a dwarf and that tall? Then the big one push out 2 bananas and I transplant one of them. The dwarf push out 1, but I ain't transplant it as yet. I'm gonna leave it for the spring. I just wanna see if I able to get some banana from these plants. I will really be excited. For real. Let me see. Yes, Lassos Johnny doing nothing, man. And I like that. I like people, man, I don't like to sit down and just procrastinate. But you know what? What I learned, I've learned something and I've grown to understand. You have a dwarf Cavendish and a double Maho banana. Okay, that's awesome. Wow. Okay. I've grown to learn something. And this is why I try to look at people from the spiritual eye instead of the physical, because if I look at the physical, I'm going to judge you from what I see. Right? But sometimes look at things from the spiritual eye. What I've learned to understand, everybody is not the same. Everybody is not the same. There's people who come up with great ideas, but they don't know how to execute the ideas. Great ideas, brilliant. Brilliant ideas. They will come up with brilliant ideas, but they don't know how to execute the ideas. So now, there comes, I just say the doer, the executor, the doer. There comes the doer now, and the one with the brilliant mind that come up with the ideas. He come to the doer, the executor, the one who wanna do it. And this is how you wanna team up yourself, guys. If you wanna be successful in life, you have to team up yourself with brilliant people. I'm sorry. Brilliant people who could take you from where you at to another place. That's where you got to, that's how you got to team up. It might sound crazy. Sometimes, guys, sometimes you have to leave people behind and take your journey. Sometimes you have to leave people behind and take your journey, because with your journey, you cannot take them. Because they did not design for your journey. So if you decide to take them on your journey, then you're not going to get nowhere. All right? So we're going to talk about this. Let me go back in the chat and we're going to talk about this. That statement is powerful. Plant are spiritual and not physical. Yes, yes, yes. I've learned this through some years come by. I've learned this for some years come by. You got to look from the spiritual. So when you look from the spiritual, you see deeper. You only seeing the person's face and what they're doing. You're not seeing the inner part of the person. And when you want to see people spiritual, you got to go spiritual. You can't look with your spiritual because all you will be seeing is the person. But you're not seeing that spiritual side of them. And sometimes that's what we need. Instead of we judge them, look from them from the spiritual. So, we all different. We all are different people. We all are different, brilliant in our own ways. We all brilliant in our own ways. Some of us just get no access to it as yet. Because some of us really still sleeping. Don't even understand the ability we have to produce. Okay? But let me go back to this for a little moment. Now, we have the brilliant mind. We have the brilliant mind. We have the doer. I like to say the doer. The one who do. He ready. When you come up with the ideas, they're ready to go with the ideas. So now, we have the brilliant mind and we have the doer. The brilliant mind cannot execute because his job is not, he just have to come up with the ideas. But to execute it, to take it to that another level, to bring it to life, he cannot do it. Or he might be scared, or he feel he don't know how to do it. But okay, so you move on to the person now with the brilliant, with the executor, the person who wanna take this idea now and turn it into life. Just like, let me draw a reference, like Facebook, the Facebook thing. As they claim, is two guys come up with the idea, right? But what happened? The executor take the idea and turn it into life. Now it's one of the biggest platform. So you see, the brilliant mind and the executor, the one who wanna execute. So now guys, if you wanna be successful in life, you have to find these people and figure out where you fit in. Maybe you might be the doer. Maybe you might be the person who only could execute. But you can't come up with ideas, these brilliant ideas. You're just an executor. So maybe you need to find the person who can. Hey, Audrey Willis, how you doing? Audrey living life, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes. So maybe you need to do that. Either you find the brilliant mind or you find the doer, the person who could execute. Because I'm going to tell you this. A lot of brilliant ideas went to the grave over people, they don't know how to execute it, or they mightn't find nobody who could execute it. And that knowledge just went straight to the grave instead of turned to life. So if you want to be successful in life, sometimes you got to leave people behind. Because it could be, it might be a best friend. It might be a best friend. It might be a family member. And it might sound harsh that you saying, man, I got to leave them behind because I'm taking my journey. And with my journey, I can't take nobody with me. Because if I have to take people with me, I wouldn't be able to accomplish this journey. So sometimes you just got to walk trot alone. Because sometimes people hold you back from hitting that, reaching where you want to reach. So sometimes you just have to trot alone. Plan to have some info and question for you. All right. Okay, all right. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You doing it here or you want to message me? Okay, all right. You can email, you can message me. All right? Thank you for that. Yes, guys. So here we go about you want to be successful, you got to place yourself with people that can take you to the next journey or where you can take them to the next journey. Yes. Emotion sometimes. Hey, Urban Gardening, how you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, thank you, RG Living Life, thank you. Yes, sometimes the journey is not, it could be painful as Miss RG say. It could be very painful. But sometimes you just got to take your journey to that next place. Because, and you got to leave people behind. Like I said, it could be your best friend, it could be family members. Sometimes, you know what I mean, you just got to do what you got to do because that's the only how you can get where you want to get. So align yourself with, like we always say, align yourself with like-minded people. But one thing I'm going to say for sure, even though you align yourself with like-minded people, do it the right way. Don't just do things. Because hear me out again. Hear me out again. You got to be smart too. So, no. Let's put it this way. No. You the brilliant mind. You come up with your idea. All the doer, the executor did, he take your idea and take it to someone else. Sometimes that's what they do. They take it to someone else. Guys, what I'm telling you here, these things are a serious thing. And I know you guys know that. But sometimes when you're getting into business, people are trying to overtalk you. And by overtalking you, you just miss a lot of things. Okay? You just miss a lot of things because you have no knowledge about it. So yes, they tell you a lot of things that you, okay, all right, okay. But now let's go here. When you decide, all right, I come up with my idea, I think this idea is going to be brilliant. Wait, hold on. Somebody ponging. Yes, this idea going to be brilliant, right? Damn. Yes, guys. So what happened now? Sorry for that. What happened now? You come up with your idea and there's someone on the deck. Yes, guys. So what happened now? The brilliant idea comes up with the idea and the doer take your idea and carry it to someone else. So because you didn't do it the right way, because you didn't do it the right way, guess what happened? They take your idea and take it to someone else. Now they come now and they create something. And you don't have a part of it. I wonder if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I wonder if you guys getting what I'm saying. I know you guys are intelligent people, and I know you all know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, hey David, what's up, man? But I'm just saying, be careful. Whatever you do, make sure it's in paperwork. Make sure it's in paperwork. Because your ideas could turn into a billion dollar empire. Billion. But you have no part of it. And it was your idea. You the one come up with it. You the one think about it. But now you have no part of it. You have nothing. You have no say. Because you didn't do it the right way. So, guys, we just want to motivate people, and let people know that, encourage people, because a lot of people fall into these traps on an everyday basis. We don't want that. And if once I'm here and able to say something, I'm surely gonna say it. Once it have value. Because sometimes we do this live and we don't know who come back and watch these live. You know, we have no idea. We have no idea who come back and watch these live. So this information is very valid, valuable to each other. You gotta get that. You gotta get your stuff in order, because people will take your stuff. People and a thing they like to tell you, oh, it's just business. It's nothing personal. It's just business. It's nothing personal. Yes. So guys, I just want to encourage each and every one. Thank you, David. I just want to encourage each and every one to just be smart, educate yourself in whatever you're doing. Please do. I just want to tell you guys again, you know, I post a video for a guy, with a guy yesterday, right? And where he was saying, guys, he was saying they're using the land them and build, and I did a live with this the other day, building all kind of stuff and using most of the land to do and taking away agriculture. So he was saying we have to do better than that, because what we're gonna pass down, you got to do things for continue. What are we gonna pass down to the next generation? What I'm gonna say now, it ain't have to be, it could be to people who come back and watch the live. Mightn't be today, might be sometime. Form groups, do the paper right, come together, buy land, buy farm land, buy land, come together, form groups, come together, buy land. Just do it right. buy property. Just do it right. Make sure the paperwork is in place. You have family members. If you have family members, all you got to do, figure out which one of them just figure out which one of them is on the right path with you and see what you can do. Like I said, the brilliant minds. Search for the brilliant minds. Buy land, buy property. The new year is coming, guys. And there's something I'm going to say again. The new year is coming, like for the people who file tax. Okay? For the people who file tax, I mentioned this before. Guys, it ain't got to be in your state or your city. It ain't got to be in your state or your city. If there's property you see cheap, you could buy a piece of land for $2,000. Why not? It ain't have to be in the city you live. Invest in something. Just do that for me this year. This new year coming. I would like even as one person to tell me, man, I did what you say. Because I see many people did it and doing well. So, I would like someone else to tell me next year, planter, because of what you said, I did it. No. I own a piece of land. I will truly appreciate that. That will make me feel so happy. Stop investing in these bags. The bag them ain't even real. Don't get fooled. Let me tell you something. You want to buy a bag for $3,000. But yet the bag is selling in the real store for $15,000. And you tell yourself you get the real one. And then the crazy thing about it, oh, yours is fake, mine is real. Oh, you, and they're laughing at, oh yeah, she wearing a fake bag. What kind of mentality is that? A fake bag? I think they do the same job. You got to get out of this damn thing. Go buy a piece of land. Go buy a piece of land somewhere. It ain't got to be in your state. I know 19-year-old own acres of land because of the method I tell them. My son, listen to me. And start his own. It's not hard, guys. It's real simple. Even though you ain't want to go in a group, you could do it by yourself. There's land selling in places for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. Yes. Don't sleep, guys. A lot of time we hinder in our own self and we want to blame other people. We got the blaming game need to stop, because I realize it's we hinder in ourselves. I really believe that. Well, that's why I don't buy both bees product. Okay, that's just you say no sun to the bee. Okay. Do you have a about graph? I know a little about grafting. I'm learning still. I would not say I know too much about it. I'm still learning about it right now. See, you can't just. See, you can't trust these holes. The man got played. Oh, yeah, both are making it happening. Oh my God. Farmland, yeah. Yes. Yeah, the blame game need to be stopped, because I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people sacrifice. A lot of people stop drinking. A lot of people stop partying. A lot of people stop going on vacation. A lot of people stop a lot of things. A lot of people stop going to the restaurant. A lot of people stop shopping for many things just to invest their money. Just to invest their money, while a lot of people still doing whatever they're doing, right? And then want to blame somebody. Everything comes from sacrifice. Sometimes you gotta take away the things you love. You love partying. You party every week. Well, stop party every week. Go 3 times a week or 2 times now. If you love to go eat out 4 times a month, go 2 times a month. So you're saving. If you really love shopping, cut down on the shopping. Cut it in 2. Everything comes with sacrifice, guys. And this is keys of being successful. A lot of people believe you got to start out with millions and thousands of dollars. No. Sometimes a few $100 in your pocket take you to a next place. But it all comes with sacrifice. So invest in yourself, guys. Hi, Ruth in Georgia Backyard Garden. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Growing from cuttings. I do a lot of growing from cuttings. Yeah. I don't know. For me, when I grow from cuttings, I just cut the limb and peel off the skin and put it in the soil and it grow. Other people, they put in some kind of thing on top of it. I don't know. I really don't know. But with me, all I do cut and put them in the dirt and they grow. Just sticking in the dirt and water or dig a space you want and replace the soil with compost. All right. Yes. So that's how I see it, guys. So, you know, over here, all we try to do, let me make it clear, guys. We're not telling you what to do. We're not here to change your belief in anything at all. We're not here to doubt you from what you believe. All I'm saying is things I believe could uplift. Now I believe I know. Things that I know can uplift people. That's how I see it. And I always believe in about uplifting people. Always believe about uplifting people. Okay? So that's all we got to do, guys. I hope this live was interesting. I hope this live helps somebody. I hope this live helps somebody, because the honest truth is these conversations needed very much. These conversations needed very much. Okay? So we hit the topic. Thank you, Miss Audrey. We hit the topic about eating healthy. We talk about a lot of different herbs. We talk about ideas, the brilliant mind. We talk about buying land if you can. Okay, thank you, David. Yes, all right. We talk about land. You know what? In this thing here, I don't even think you haven't dropped that, man. I'm trying a new thing here, and I'm not seeing nowhere where you can invite no. This. That's why I rather use the other one, because you could drop a link. I'm not seeing. I mean, is anyone of you with the range can drop the link to this? No, maybe I gotta do it. Maybe someone wanna come up and have a conversation. Oh, you're seeing me, but I small, but you small on the screen. Yeah, I'm trying a different app here. Yes. That's what I'm using. Yes. Because what I was doing, I was trying it out, and then I see people start coming the live, so I just continue. But I really was trying it out. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes, I'm seeing it too. Yes, guys, so it's all about motivating and uplifting people, because we all need that. We all need the motivation and the uplifting. Yes, I'm gonna try it myself. See how to drop the link. But it do have a lot of features though. Okay, let me see, maybe. Yes, guys, so it's all about motivating people. That's how I see it. However I can. Not everyone gonna agree with you, but you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's either you agree or you don't agree. But at the same time, what I'm saying, I'm sure it can motivate somebody. Hey, Crafty Leo, how you doing? Thank you for being here. My husband set up my screen lab last week. I like it. Yeah, I think it's cool. The truth is, I didn't finish. I was basically testing it. Yeah, that's what I was really doing. Okay. Yes, guys. So, yeah, so it's all about motivating and try to encourage others into just share the information. The thing about me, I just share the information. And if it makes sense to you, you do your own research and you do what you got to do. I'm gonna get it. Today's the first time I really start using it. I'm gonna get it. I just was testing it because I'm looking at it and I'm seeing, it have a lot of features. Yeah, it's a lot of features. It have. So then I'm gonna start. But if you notice what the topic is testing. But I think it can work. I'm gonna get it together. Yes, guys. So let's talk about land for a moment. Let's start about land for a moment. And like if you want to buy a piece of land, the things you got to look for. The things you got to look for if you want to buy a piece. I mean, you see, the thing about it is, you ain't have to buy if you don't have the funds. And what I'm telling you, I'm not telling you about going to no bank to borrow no money and these kind of stuff. If you have the credit, go ahead. No, I'm not on the free version. I pay for the service. I'm not really on the free one. But I'm gonna get it together. I'm definitely gonna get it together. Because it have features that I think could work. The thing with the other one, the screen is jumping. I can't even use the screen background. Because all it do is jumping, so I gotta use my own background. Anyhow, when you want to buy a piece of land, guys, first you gotta think about, you gotta always find out the zoning. Always find out the zoning. Always find the zoning. You have to know what you can do on this land and what you can't do. You always make sure you ask information about zoning. Zoning is something that they're going to explain to you. Okay, on this property, you can build a house, or you can build a school, or maybe you can do a daycare, or you can build a school, or you can build a daycare, or you only could do house. How much house you can build on the property. If you could do one floor, or if you could do 2 or 3 floor, it's going to break down everything for you. So if it breaking down everything for you, then you already know why you buying the land and what you want the land for. So after you check zoning gonna confirm to you what you can do on this property. So don't get caught up in just buying a piece of land. If you just buying the land, fine. To put it down, fine. But if you're buying the land because you want to do a business or you want to put a house on the land, you have to check with zoning. Even you want to build a house on it, you have to check with zoning because you need to know the size of the house you can put and how much flow. Some zone you only could put 1 level. Some zone you could put 2. Some you could put 3. So say for instance, you want to build a house with 3 floors. No, you have to make sure you go and find out how much flow can I build on this land? Sometimes they give you a printout with everything, all the information. So now once you see, okay, I'm trying to build a 3-family, a 3-level, but zoning say I only could build 1. So then now you have to leave that and go look for another property because that does not fit what you want to do. You want to buy a piece of land, you want to do agriculture. You need to figure out the zoning, because zoning gonna tell you whether you could do agriculture or not. You don't want to get caught up buying a piece of residential land and want to do agriculture on it, because it's gonna be a problem. Okay, it might be a problem. Some of them as well, David, you can't do basement. Some of them you cannot do basement. It got to be on a slab. It's crazy. But some of them is like that. So it's always step you got to take in whatever you got to do. So if you're buying a piece of land with intention of building your house a certain way, please go and find out zoning, the information in zoning before you do. All right? If you're buying a piece of land, you want to do farming. If you want to do farming on a piece of land, you want to rear cow, you want to rear sheep, you want to rear animal, make sure you check zoning and you find that out. Now, say for instance, zoning say, okay, you can plant, you can rear animal, you can plant food, you could do whatever. No, you need to go and look at that land from a physical point. Meaning you got to go and be there. You have to go there and see the land. If you don't know about land, take someone with you. Take someone with you who know about land and farmland and what you should have. Exactly. Thank you, Ms. Audrey. Exactly. So the farmland, when you go to the farmland, you want to make sure it's not on a slope. Because you could buy a piece of land and it's just like this, you know. It's just like this. It's not walkable. You could buy a piece of land and it's on a slope just like this, which is not walkable. So this is why I'm saying you need to go there physical. Make sure you see this land with your physical eye and make sure you know. The next thing, if you're going on a real animal, you got to make sure there's no flood. The land have no flooded area where water settle. You don't want that because this could cause disease. This could make your animal them get sick because this is where the water settle. Animal need a place where the water drain off, because when the water settle, it could get contaminated. The cow might drink it, they might walk in it, and all that can create disease. Yes, you have to. You have to. Oh, and say yes, and review survey of the land. You have to. You can't just once you buy the land for a certain purpose, you should look into zoning, the survey, everything of the property. Because you could buy acres of land and then it not the land you was looking for. Because you allow somebody to convince you, oh yes, there's 10 acres over there. Yeah, you should buy it, without doing your own research. That's why we always talk about research. Even though I mention something to you, I still tell you, do some research, for your own self. Don't just take my word. Do some research. So you buy land, do some research about the land, make sure everything is right. Make sure you hire a lawyer to check the deed of the property. Make sure you do all these things. Make sure there's no liens on the property. That's why you hire in the attorney. So this attorney will go through everything, make sure there's no tax on the property, make sure there's no lien. These things are very important. Don't go into these things blind. So I'm encouraging you to buy land, but I also encouraging you to research the land before you buy it. Okay, so we're not just leaving you hanging. Oh, just go and buy land. That's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you what you need to do as well while buying the land. Okay, let me go to the chat. Zoning is important. Get zoning so yes, definitely. Yes, very important. And you may have to basement planter. You have to make sure, all right. Yes, and review survey. Why isn't slope land walkable? I'm not a gardener or anything close. Okay. When I said it's not walkable, it's still, what I'm saying is for you and what you want to do. You see what I'm saying? You can buy a slope land. Because you could build a house on a slope land. But you might have to build it with a basement. Okay, because it's sloped, so you got to put some column, some tall column down to the bottom and level it off. So yes, you could use it. But why I said not usable, what I mean for the purpose, your purpose, for what you want it for. I don't know if I answer your question craftily, Leo. But yes, it's not about just gardening. It's about, sometimes you buy land not just for gardening, you buy land for different things as well. Okay? So for instance, you might want to do, okay, you welcome Ruth in Georgia Backyard Garden. You welcome. Yes, so you might, it's not just about we buying land for gardening. You might want to buy land for something else. Or you might want to buy it for do gardening and something else. But now, say for instance, let's put it this way. Why I say not usable. Say for instance, you want to buy a piece of land and you want to have a basketball court and you might want to have like a soccer field for your kids. With a slope land, that kind of out of the picture. So you see what I'm saying? You need a level land to a flat land to do the basketball court or to do the football field that you want to add. So that's why I'm saying not usable. Yes, you can use it, but there's certain things you just can't use it for. Or if you decide to use it, then you got to bring truckload of sand and stone to build up the bottom side. I mean, that's too much. That's going to cost you a ton load of money. So it's best you look for the land that fit your need at the same time. Okay. Yes, definitely. So walkable in certain things, but lack of certain things that you cannot. And even railing animal really needs somewhere flat. Really, a slope like this could be a problem for them. No, don't worry about it craftily. We here, man. We sharing information. We however we can, just like how you share your information. We all learning, you know. So don't think, man. We all learning. We all sharing information in different forms. That's well, all right. That's another land. That's another one day route in the backyard garden. You right. You can walk to someone land to go to your property, and it shouldn't be like that anyway. It shouldn't be like that because all land is cut. So road, it should all they all. I think they always supposed to have even the road ain't cut. It should always be a place where the road gonna be to access your land. So if no one is sure, if someone is walking you to someone land to take you to a piece of land they're selling you, you got to ask, no, where is the road that take me direct? I should not be walking to anyone's property to go to mine. So that's a good point. But I hope they're not doing that to people. As far as I know, every land have their own access. There's always an area where the road gonna be. There's always an area where the road gonna be, from my experience. Right, at least foot. Yes, Fifi Johnny, at least foot. Exactly. David, in other words, okay. Yeah, so it's all about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It could take you a long way because I know for a fact there's people buy slope land, never saw the land. Somebody sell them the land and they were so excited that they owning a piece of land. But what they want the land for is to slope for it. You have to at least see the land. I think you should at least see the land so you know what you're buying. And there's ways you can find out if the land is a flooded area. There's ways. Yes, there's ways you could find out. You could also, when you buy the land, well, every place is different. But they do give you a drawing. They do give you a drawing with the layout of the land. I guess maybe every place don't do it, but some place give you the drawing with the land. If you don't understand the drawing, you could hire a surveyor. You could hire a surveyor and they could come and they could do it for you and put the mark so you know exactly where your boundary line is. All right? Let me see. Yes, you could go to City Hall and you could also go to now you could just go online. You could go online now and the area, and they will tell you if your property is in a flood zone. And you also could go to the City Hall. So the information is there, guys. The information is there, so don't get lazy and don't want to do your research. Because if you don't do your research, you could end up regret you buy a certain piece of land. Okay, so we talk about land. Let's go to house now. Let's go to house now. Let's go to house now. Alright. So now we want a house. We're looking for a house now. We're looking for a house and we have no knowledge about a house. We have no idea about nothing about the house. All we know, we see a house standing. Right? Something you want to know. Well, okay, you don't buy the house. Everything is clear. You buy the, okay, say before you buy the house. Before you buy the house, you want to speak to someone with experience. Some people hire inspectors. With me, I ain't got to hire nobody because I know a house from the foundation. I know how to build it. I know how to take it down. So, but this is why I'm telling you guys these things. You buy a house, you need to have an inspector or somebody with experience who know about houses, right? Because sometimes the house have foundation problem, and if the house have a foundation problem, that could be very costly to repair. So you don't want a foundation problem, and you also want to look at the roof of the house, because you buying the house and you want to make sure that this house is worth the money. So the foundation of the house is very, very important. That's one of the most important part. The roof, you can fix the roof. The foundation now is what's hold up the house. So if you have foundation problem, someone gonna charge you a lot of money to fix it. The foundation could have a crack. The foundation could have a crack. So if the foundation have a crack, to fix that, someone gonna cost you a lot of money to fix that. Sometimes the foundation have a lean. The house is not level. One part sink, so the house is half level. You want to know these things, because these things cost a lot of money to fix. So you got to know your budget. You got to know your budget. If you have money that you feel like fixing, cool. Or we're going to go to other option just now. Choose the inspector and visit the house more than once. Go after every rain. Yes, that's true. Because that's how you see rain. That's how you see if the roof is leaking. That's a good idea. Urban gardening, chronicles. That's a good time to visit a house when the rain is coming, because you will see if you have any leaks. Yes, that's true. Yes, so now sometimes the house could be leaking certain areas, and because the house might have on siding. The house might have on siding, right? So because the house have on siding, there's a lot of things hiding. So you're not seeing nothing because this thing is inside. So it's hard for you to see anything. If the house have an attic, it's always good to go up in the attic and check. Because sometimes you can see stuff from the attic. You can see if there's leak. If there's a leak and you're up in the attic, you're going to see where the leak is coming from. Even in the raining, you're going to see. Because the color of the wood going to change. So you're going to know this thing is, or even if it's sheetrock, you're still going to see, because you're going to see the mark Once the house was leaking, for a certain period of time, there's going to be rotten wood somewhere. But at the same time, you can't figure it out. You don't know, you're not seeing it. So, okay, you say, all right, I can't see that. It's okay, so I'll leave that. So now I'm going to go and check other things. So you check the foundation, you check the roof, you check the siding, you check the electrical, you check the plumbing, you check the AC, so you check everything. The only thing now, you're not seeing what's behind these walls. So you don't know for sure what's going on. So okay, you decide, all right, I'm going to buy this house. What you need to do now, you need to figure out how much it's going to cost me. Okay, guys, let me get this straight. Say it's an old house. We're talking about old house, not a new house. We're talking about old house. So say, for instance, the house has foundation problem. The roof is leaking. You need electrical. You need new electrical. You need new plumbing. You need new AC. The whole thing. Now, what you need to do, you need to bring in a contractor. You need to go for a contractor. And you could do all this before you purchase the property. You go for a contractor, and maybe with a contractor walk around with you. And the contractor could give you an idea, okay, to bring back everything, remodel this house, bring it back nice, fix the foundation, everything. It might cost you $150,000 to bring back everything, right? I'm just saying, which trust me, sometimes it be like that and more. Now, what you want to do now? You want to figure out, is it really make sense me putting $150,000 just to level back up the floor, fix back up the foundation, fix back the siding, fix the roof? Should I do that? Or should I just break the damn house down and build up a new house? So that's another option. So sometimes we got to think, because it do happen where it makes sense breaking down the house and rebuild it than trying to fix back all these things and it still costs you $150,000. At least now you know you have a brand new house, brand new everything. So now the value of your property gonna value from a brand new house, not a remodel. So now you might spend a little more money to get the new house, but at the same time you have a brand new house. So now that's a decision you have to make. Should I break it down or should I remodel it? Which one make more sense? Most of the time, breaking it down make more sense. So these are things you got to look for when buying house. Even new house, my house was brand new and there was issue because the foundation take about 7 years to settle. May watch. The way they build house these days, I don't know. The way I know to build house, the way I know how to do foundation, I noticed they building a slab and the rest of house span there. The way I know how to build house is where we dig out foundation, dig them out, and tie some beam, some rebar, tie steel, pour concrete, make that thing solid. So you shouldn't be getting no problem with no foundation. Yes, it might settle, it might take time for settle, but the way they're building them these days is a rush thing. Is rushing it. So they're not building it how it's supposed to. So I understand what you're saying, Fifi Johnny. I understand. I understand. Yes, guys, so it's up to you and the budget you walking from to know whether you want to break down the house, so it's always up to you to make that decision. So I'm just saying, guys, I'm not telling you you got to break down a house if you're buying it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm just giving you where you have ideas. Because when you go in with this kind of knowledge, these people can knock you in your head. Because you know the questions to ask. They will knock you in your head, I'm telling you. They will tell you things you need to do that you don't need to do. Because that's how they're going to make more money. So maybe the house don't need to knock down. But they're telling you take it down. But maybe it don't. So always get your inspector so your inspector can help you along this journey. Don't try to do it by yourself if you have no knowledge about it. Okay? Once you have no knowledge about it, don't do it blindly. You might have to invest some money in somebody helping you out. You want to buy a piece of land? Check out the land. And guys, like I was saying, I'm looking forward for even this one person to tell me I buy a piece of land. Yeah, that will bring joy to my heart. Even as one person to tell me, it ain't got to be no farmland. It ain't got to be no agriculture land. It could be a land, piece of land that you could build a house. All you got to do, make sure you pay the tax every year and you have no problem. Maybe you might have to pay a landscaper every 2 weeks for cut it for you. But it's yours. And the tax would not be that high. That's what I'm saying, guys. Just take the information, what makes sense to you, you apply it. If it don't make sense to you, then just leave it. But I know exactly what I'm talking about because I do these things, so I know for a fact what I'm saying. I know it's no joke, and these people will tell you things that don't make sense, and because you have no knowledge of it, you just go ahead. All right, guys, gotta go plant my garlic. Thanks for all the information and hope everyone have a great. All right, Fifi Johnny, thank you. Appreciate you here with me all this time. Get them garlic in the ground. All right. Thank you. Yes, guys, when you're going into a business, guys, always try to educate yourself about the business. Always try to educate. You cannot go into this business blind because you will get beat in the head sometimes. Because people telling you is all about business, nothing personal. They have no feelings for you. They have no concern for you. All they have It's business we're doing. So don't go in there blind. Try to educate yourself. A lot of information online today where you could type up and gather information. So don't do it to yourself. But yes, I also believe that people need to start to get together, put money together. I'm not telling you just any and anybody, and start buying land. Invest some money. At least you know you have a piece of land. Just do it the right way. Don't do it blindly. However you're doing it, just make sure it do correctly, so nobody cannot trick you and fool you into what it is. Alright guys, I hope this live touched somebody today. That's all we try to do, touch people, encourage, and we don't want to have information in our head and we know it could help somebody and keeping it to ourselves. Because I know a lot of people trying to buy land and houses, but they don't have the knowledge of the step they need to take. And you don't learn these things in school. You don't learn them in school, so it's all about trying and educating ourselves. We all learn from each other. Somebody always have some information. You just take what makes sense to you. What ain't make sense to you, you just leave it and go and just, you know what I'm saying. But it's always about learning. It's always about educating yourself. It's always about experiment. It's always about sacrifice, because nothing happened overnight. Alright guys, thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys. So you guys have a blessed and wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you guys next Thursday. Alright? Peace. Let me see what I'm. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one of you. Have a blessed day.